My name's Kyle. I'm a fitness professional. I've been training for about 3 years and just got out of school. I'm going to actually go back. I had just gotten out of school for personal training, and I was really excited and ready to start this new life. And my first job was a boot camp instructor at a park in North Austin where I was living at the time. And I had to train a handful of nurses, and I was thinking, I've got this. I'm gonna be able to do really well here, and they're gonna relate, and they're gonna have a good time. And what I experienced was um, that they weren't as excited about having a new trainer as I was about training them, and pretty much they ate me alive in that first session, and they were referencing their old trainer and how I didn't do it like he did it, and how there wasn't enough energy. And I don't remember exactly what they said because a few years ago, and I've trained a lot of people since then. But I remember that at the time I felt really uncomfortable and insecure a little bit about my training, and I just I stopped for a few months, and I questioned if this is really what I wanted to do. And a mutual friend introduced me to a personal trainer here in Austin named David King. And we talked on the phone. He called me one time, and he said, one thing that he said was that you can cut your learning curve down from 6 years to 6 months. If he gave me a few books to read, and then finally gave me his personal trainer excellence book. And what I did was, I had a client right after that. He only gave me like a couple weeks, so he said, "Don't even do the exercise. What I want you to do is I just want you to go through. I want you to read the book, and then I want you to put it into action with this client." And that's what I did. So I went and I had one session with her, and it was just incredible. I did exactly what was in the book, what was laid out for me, and it was great. She loved it. She loved me. She sent a great email saying that how awesome the session was, and that she thinks I'm going to be a really good fit. And from that point on, I've had very few, probably I can count them on one hand, sessions to where that the person and I really didn't have chemistry, so to say. And counting them on, I probably trained 50, 60, maybe even more than that clients since then. So 1% isn't bad at all. And so now when I go into a session, I have full confidence that they're going to love it. I know what I'm bringing is of good quality, and they, for the most part, sign up. I always give somebody like either a free session, and just to see if they like it, but I know they're going to, and that comes from what I've read in the book and what I've applied into my own training. And I remember I had to go through this very probably one of the biggest gyms, corporate gyms in America, and it was and I just went in there with full confidence, knowing that I was going to do great. And there was this onboarding process that I have to do, and in the second part of the onboarding process, I actually have to train another trainer with somebody else watching, taking notes, which normally I guess is a little nerve-wracking in the beginning, but about even less than halfway through the session, I could tell that I was doing great. And one of the things that the trainer told me that was taking notes was, he says, how long you been training? And I told him at the time it was probably like maybe almost 2 years. And he said, "Wow, your training's really mature." And I thought, well, that's, I attribute that success to David, and what I read in the book and how I applied.